Alright, shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honest to the elders of GMS. Alright. Much love to you brothers coming by with all faith and honesty. Update. This is a World War III update. Netanyahu, he's getting, I think he got reelected or trying to get reelected. Alright. Either way, he's on the war. He's on the war run. He's trying to, gear. He's got to get the Americans to back him, okay? So he's talking on, I think, CBS News, but he's telling that Iran has to be stopped by military action. Everybody's clapping and stuff, but you don't know that Russia has also said if we go into Iran, they're locking horns with us, which I've already told countless amounts of times. There's countless amounts of videos that back that up, all right? But right now is the pride issue is how the Most High set them up. It's just like how Pharaoh, you've seen, a sane man looking at the prophecies come to pass and the workings of the Most High would fear that. But the Most High has put a pride veil over their eyes to where they're going to do what they're going to do to the very end, till the Most High can go ahead and take them out. All right, so that's how he's setting this thing up. These are rooks, man. If you guys play chess, these are rooks. They're not even major pieces. After you understand that Esau's a base man. This dude's base. He's not really. He's just a spear. All right. He's just that. That's piercing weapon. Okay. So let's get into this video.
That it will continue to defy the will of Iran has made it clear that it will continue to defy the will of the international community. Time after time, the world's leading powers have tabled diplomatic proposals to resolve the Iranian nuclear issue peacefully. But I have to tell you the truth. Diplomacy has not worked. Iran ignores all these offers. It's running out the clock. It has used negotiations, including the most recent ones, to buy time to press ahead with its nuclear program. So thus far, the sanctions have not stopped the nuclear program either. Sanctions have hit the Iranian economy hard. That is true. But Iran's leaders, well, they just grit their teeth and they move forward. Iran enriches more and more uranium. It installs faster and faster centrifuges. It's still not crossed the red line I drew at the United Nations last September. But Iran is getting closer to that red line. And it's putting itself in a position to cross that line very quickly once it decides to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, to prevent Iran from developing nuclear weapons, we cannot allow Iran to cross that red line. We must stop. We have to stop its nuclear enrichment program before it's too late. And I have to tell you, from the bottom of my heart and with the clarity of my brain, words alone will not stop Iran. Sanctions alone will not stop Iran. Sanctions must be coupled with a clear and credible military threat if diplomacy and sanctions fail.
So, go in there, man. Go in there. All right? That's what we want to happen, man. This is exactly, we're right on track, man. The Most High's prophecies, they don't fail. They don't, though it tarry, wait for it. Okay? That's why I said that, because now it ain't waiting. I mean, right now, every day, I just let the news pile up and I just come deliver it to you guys, man. That's all I do. I'm just a messenger to give this knowledge to you, man. So right now, let's get into this. It says, Russia prepares to attack America, okay? This is an article I found, Rumors Mill News Reading Room, all right? Rumors. Rumors of war. Okay, we know it's going to happen, but the rumors are going to come before it, all right? So I'm going to read this. You guys can see the title here. I'm going to zoom out for you so we can actually read some of this. And it says, the United States has not been attacked on their home front for 200 years, dating back to the War of 1812, all right? And the War of 1812, that was the British, I think, if I'm not mistaken. All right, I think that was the British, man. Let me go ahead and get that. Since, here at GMS, we like to look up things. If I don't know it, I like to just go and look it up. It's not a bad habit to have, okay? This is the War 1812, alright? Look up here, zoom in. It says the War 1812. The article is about the Angola-American War of 1812 to 1815 from the Franco-Russian conflict. Oh, Franco-Russian conflict, alright? See French invasion of Russia for other uses of this term. See War of 1812 and War of 1812 was a 32-month military conflict between the United States and the British Empire. The Indian allies, which resulted in a non-territorial change between the empire and the USA, but a resolution of many issues which remained from the American War of Independence. The United States declared war in 1812 for several reasons, including trade restrictions brought about by Britain's ongoing war with France and imprisonment of American merchant sailors and Royal Navy. Just like they were doing back then, that's the same thing they're doing to Iran, man. The trade embargoes, the sanctions, pretty much, that's what these were back then. Okay, so the sanctions, these are pretenses to war. Alright? Just like he's talking at military action, all that sanctions is a pretense to war. Because you're pushing that side to the brink to where they're gonna have to fight. They're gonna have to pretty much put up or shut up. Alright, and it says there's several reasons, including trade restrictions brought about by Britain's ongoing war with France and imprisonment of American merchant sailors into the Royal Navy, British support of American Indian tribes against American expansion, outrage over insults to national honor after humiliation on the high seas, and possibly American interest in annexed Canada. The war was fought in three principal treaties. Firstly, at the sea, warships and pirates, both sides attacked each other, other merchant ships, while Britain's blockade the Atlantic coast of the U.S. and mount large-scale raids in the large stages of the war. So that's the war. You guys can read more on 1812, the War 1812. I just wanted to get the logistics of it and see what was going on. So let's go back in here, and it says, the United States has not been attacked on the home front for 200 years, dating back to the war of 1812. There exists a plethora of confirming informations to support the facts that America's days may be numbered, and that we are totally unprepared for what is coming. Obama, the communist Russia, through the trailers, corporations, and complacencies of President Obama, is positioning its assets in order to attack Alaska. Before I piece together many elements of the planned Russian surprise attack, it is important to America to understand that it takes a communist to bring a communism to America. Obama was bred by communists, raised by communists, educated at the first school which communist money. His political career was launched by a communist, and his controllers in the White House are communists. Part 1 of this series will clearly establish the fact that Obama is the linchpin of a multi-generational plan to hand America over to Russia and to the Chinese communists. Obama did not just wake up one day and decide to weaken America's defenses and hand over the country to the Russian communities. Obama was groomed for this position for the past several years. He is indeed the right communist, at the right time, whose mission is to bring America to the most crippling form of communist the world has ever seen. Russia Defense has warned to the U.S. about this moment. All right, because now that he's trying to take the guns, you know, he's either way he's a puppet, man. He's a damn puppet, a sock puppet. All right, he's like the real life Curious George, okay? And it says high profile Soviet defectors have been telling American intelligence agencies for decades that the Russians have engaged in a multi-generational plot to disable. That's why they have a TV series called The Russians, man, about the ghost agents or the sleeper cells they have over here. The Soviet. That's why Russia had that big thing about adopting Russian babies and things like that. Okay, that's been going on for generations. They've been sending spies over here, man. It says to March, high-profile takeover have engaged in a multi-generation plot to disable America's prior to take over, in which both Russia and the Chinese will unleash a furious military assault upon our country. To March future USA, Russia, SPY, and high-ranking defectors Signal Travolk, who repeated warned Americans that Russia's core government had never abandoned the Cold War and still aimed to destroy the United States. In his later years, he said his main goal was to wake up the American people to the deadly threat posing to them by the former Soviet